Very neat, Tyche family. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you, where we dole out the fates using our cards and we figure out what we have going on and what the goddess Tyche is dealing us. All right, right now we do have 6 planets in retrograde, which is a crazy number, which means all kinds of shenanigans are probably up. So let's get to the table, let's shuffle the cards, and let's see what she has in store for you. All right, Sagittarius. Here we are with another weekly reading for you, my fellow fire sign. Let's see what the week of September 19th, 2022 have in store for you. The fates are going to come through in our cards and let us know what we can expect, right? Get some advice. Remember to check your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, even your Venus sign. If it's love that you're looking for. Already pre-shuffled as well. Let's get this started. What do we have for Sagittarius? Okay. So 9 of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, and 5 of Swords upright. Okay, so it looks like you feel... No, it looks like you might feel like something's reversed on you, right? That you had some sort of opportunity or you were working towards something, and it looks like your luck has been reversed, maybe even at the last minute. Not exactly sure what, but we have the 5 of Swords here, especially on this deck too. The look on this guy's face as he's walking away with these swords is kind of like a smirk, like a ha-ha, got you, right? Not liking that energy. Right, so 8 of Swords reversed, Hermit reversed, and the Empress reversed. A lot of reverse signs here right now. I mean, I've shuffled this deck every which way. Not holding it upside down, I promise, but the 8 of Swords reversed, it feels like you were tied to something, right? Whether that's a person or a project, a contract, something like that. And then you have the Hermit reversed. You kind of felt like you were following, something that you've been meditating on or thinking on for a really long time. And the Empress reversed, you feel very much like you've been kicked off of your pedestal here. And the Empress in this deck as well, she's at a spinning wheel and she's spinning thread. So she's a creator, she's a weaver, right? And that's what you were doing. You were creating and weaving your future path. And it looks like something's gone wrong there. The thread has snagged in her wheel and has messed up her project or stopped her progress there. King of Cups reversed. This could have been something that you really loved, if that's a project or I'm getting this and channeling this a little bit. If it was a home that maybe you were trying to buy or you were trying to put an offer down for, something that, this was kind of fulfilling this dream for you, a home for your family or a future family that you're going to start, and something fell through. It just didn't work out. It could be a job you were interviewing for that you were really excited about, and you went through all of the first, second, third round, sometimes in these crazy days, 4th round interviews, and they ended up, choosing somebody else. This could also be you extending an offer to a person, whether that's an engagement, moving in, getting married, having kids even, and your partner or the other person said no. But there's definitely, it's like none of these things are certain, right? Get a jumper here, we'll take it. When you're putting an offer down in a home, when you're interviewing for a job, when you're going to ask somebody to marry you, none of these things are certain, right? They could always say no, it could always fall through. But it looks like in this, whatever this situation was for you, you were really expecting a yes. You thought you had it in the bag. You were certain that this is going to happen. This is what I'm going to do with my life. You put that in your 5-year plan, and you didn't have a contingency plan because you're pretty certain that this was going to turn out the way you wanted it to. And it looks like it hasn't. And Justice reverse, it does feel like you feel slighted, whether that's by a person or the universe or the turn of events. Like, I deserved this. I did all of the right things. I took all the right steps, and it didn't turn out. and it feels unfair to you. You know, you get that that saying in your head that all 90s parents said to their children, you know, life's not fair. Life's not fair. And, you know, we still sometimes want it to be. Sometimes we still expect it to be. And of course it should be, but sometimes things just happen. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, I'm sorry. Two parts to this card. Obviously, it is somebody who is in combat with multiple people here. So he's in combat with 6 other people, but he has the high ground, right? They're below, he's above. And, you know, it's still good odds, right? There's still good odds here. See, I feel like this was a struggle, you know? It was something that you worked hard towards. Again, you're outnumbered though, right? You're outnumbered. Yeah. Page of Wands. Okay, so to me, the ending of this here, whatever this was, a person, a home, a job, whatever, it feels unfair now, but it was really the universe or Tyche making room for something new to come in. It wasn't right in whatever way. It wasn't what was in the cards for you. Oop, take these two. They kind of, you have the World and the Two of Cups. So, but the World is reversed here, right? So this is the opening up of things. This is, you know, the travel card, the, you know, sometimes the wish fulfillment card. And then you have the Two of Cups here. And to me, specifically in this deck, because you have here this symbol that is the symbol, medical symbol, you know what I mean? The two snakes around the staff with wings. I'm thinking whatever has happened here has definitely affected your health, and that could possibly be your mental health, right? You feel like your world got smaller. You feel like you lost a little bit of your light. You were disenchanted a little bit, maybe a little jaded by it. Let's get some clarity on, you know, of course, if this were, you know, a job or house or something like that, or even a relationship, sometimes there's reasons behind why these things didn't work that we don't know. Like in job interviews, you know, you can ask for feedback, but they're not always going to be 100% honest with you, right? And then when somebody breaks up with you, a lot of times they say things like, it's not you, it's me, which really doesn't clear things up very much, you know? So let's get an idea of why this happened. The Moon or in the Three of Wands here. I think that there's, you know, we'll go with a couple storylines here. I think if this was a person, it's not that they, you know, don't like you or, you know, I'm not sure if there's even anything specifically that you did wrong. But in the Three of Wands, they're kind of looking out at the horizon. They're looking at the ships that are coming in. And to me, that's sort of like, well, am I ready to settle down? What else is out there? They might even be passively looking, or, you know, they might have, if somebody came along flirting that they were attracted to, they might have flirted back. You know, they might still be looking for that kind of excitement and engagement in the future or elsewhere. And in the Moon over here, I really feel like it's some sort of intuition, right? So the whole it's you, it's me thing, it's really funny that I just said that. And I basically said it was a load of shit. But now that I see these cards come out, that it really might be a it's not you, it's me situation, right? Like sometimes you just have feelings like, oh, I don't want to do that. You know, and it's just an intuition or a thought that we have, especially if they're looking outside and they're trying to, you know, see what else is out there for them. It really could just be, I'm not sure. You haven't done anything particularly wrong, but there's more out there, right? Now, if this were a home, I do feel like there are other buyers that were on the market that maybe have come to see the house as well. And there's just the competition there, other offers that are competing. And then if it's a job interview, I really feel like the interviewers had in mind exactly the kind of person they were looking for this position. And I think that you were absolutely qualified, especially if you got into the interview process. But I do feel like beyond what your capabilities are, what your experience is. They wanted a certain kind of person for their culture. Say their team, they all have people who are outgoing, or maybe they're nerdy and they like certain kinds of movies, and they've created some sort of office atmosphere that works for them. They might be even deep down inside looking to find that in their next candidate, somebody who will fit in seamlessly. Or it could be a little more nefarious, and maybe they specifically wanted a man, or specifically wanted a woman, or specifically didn't like, just the way you dressed, or little things like that, right? Because I know that these things are not supposed to matter, but of course we all know that they do. That's why there are certain laws, and the job market can be so volatile and crazy. But yeah, it looks like for any of these storylines, whatever is going on here, it was things that were kind of, a little beyond your control. You don't want to convince somebody to love you and want to be with you. You want somebody that wants to be with you. You can't control that other offers have come in maybe before yours, or over asking. And you can't control the arbitrary things that people are looking for in job interviews. It's just the way it is sometimes. So then I have the Page of Cups and the Devil. So I think really the outcome here for you, Sag, is really, really, it's conflicted, right? You have the Page of Cups. So I feel like there are going to be other offers and other things that are going to be coming your way, but I think that you're going to have a really hard time letting this go. I think that you're going to feel a little dejected. And the page coming in, these offers, it might not be exactly what you're looking for. Like maybe you get an offer from another job that really isn't going to give you everything that you wanted. But it's the opportunity to do well, right? So I wouldn't brush that off. I would definitely look at the other offers that are coming your way, or other homes that might be in neighborhoods that you wouldn't think of looking at, or types of homes that you maybe you're not interested in at first, maybe a fixer-upper or something like that. She does have a little paint palette here tied to her. So maybe it's really looking and accepting offers that are outside of the perfect thing that you're looking for. And that can turn into something really great for you. But here, the Devil, I do feel like you're going to be tied to, this is what I want, and this is exactly the kind of life or job or, house or whatever I wanted. And it's going to be hard for you to let go of that. And that's just the way it is sometimes. But I really think that you should work on being able to stop having so many expectations about what is coming your way, or what you can have and can't have, right? Open yourself up a little bit. Yeah, so to wrap it up here, you have the Three of Coins reversed, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. I really feel like like I said, the Three of Cups reversed is really in line with the Devil here. Not only do you feel stuck with the ideas that hey, this is what I want. The work that's being put in on the Three of Coins, when you reverse that, it feels like you feel like you've worked for nothing, right? And that's not true. You've definitely gained either skill or learned something from what's happened, or, this is going to be a way to help find yourself. But the Two of Swords here, I think that the decision that you're going to have to make, you're going to have to go into it a little blind, right? But you're going to just have to trust that something new is there for you. And that will lead to your Ten of Cups, right? You have your Page of Cups. Once you let go of these negative feelings around what's happened to the Ten of Cups, you have a beautiful future in front of you, Saggy. And I really just feel like take a breath, realize that some things just don't work out, and that eventually that will be okay. And then you can let the good things in. Okay, so whatever disappointment that you're feeling here, remember that it wasn't in your control, that it's something that was external from you. And I know that that's even harder to accept, right? But I think that this is a reading about acceptance. I really, really do. All right. If that resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. If you want to expand on this a little further, get some more details, you can schedule a private reading with me. The link for that is in the description, along with my email if you'd like to reach out. And like I said, check your sun, moon, and rising signs if you'd like a bigger picture of what's to come this week. And I appreciate it. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. All right, Tyche family, I promised you puppies, and I do not lie. These are the fosters that I have right now. 2 little puppies that were given away in a CVS parking lot by a man who said their mother has died. They are little orphans. There were 6 of them. I have 2 of them right now. As you can see, they're beautiful little red, blue-green-eyed puppies. Some sort of mix, we're not sure. Thinking some sort of pit mix with maybe Rottweiler and Rhodesian Ridgeback. It's going to be anybody's guess to how big they're going to get, but they are absolutely beautiful. This little sleepy guy with the white toes here, his name is Anubis. And the other little boy here with the darker muzzle, this is Bosco. All right, we are fostering them for a local rescue called Hope for Pits. And if you are interested, please reach out to the email that I have in the description box below. I can give you more information about these cuties and when they will be available. Right now, I am bottle feeding these babies, so they literally are my babies, and I am their foster mom in every sense of the word. And I really want them to get wonderful, loving homes. I'll try to update as they get bigger and they continue to become more and more playful. But until then, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Happy rescuing.